In 1607, colonists established the first permanent English settlement in the New World at Jamestown, Virginia. Soon, the region now known as West Virginia was claimed by the Commonwealth of Virginia and remained part of the state until the Civil War. Pioneers gradually pushed westward, with the first white settlers reaching present-day Jefferson and Berkeley counties in the 1730s. During the next 2 decades, pioneers moved into present-day Hampshire, Hardy, Mineral, Grant, and Pendleton counties. Some pushed even further west through the rugged Allegheny Mountains. These brave pioneers are celebrated in places we recognize today. These hearty individuals were enticed by the opportunity to own their own land at relatively little cost. The solitude and freedom of Western Virginia offered them a chance to control their own destinies. This freedom, however, came with a price. European powers fought to lay claim to vast portions of the New World, battling one another and Native Americans who treated the area as sacred hunting grounds. The Western Virginia frontier settlers, being of European ancestry, faced periodic attacks from Native Americans. Indeed, they lived in a virtual state of war along the frontier until the end of the Revolutionary War. Because of the violence to the west, the earliest towns formed in the safer regions east of the Potomac Highlands. Romney and Shepherdstown were founded in 1762, followed by Berkeley Springs, Moorfield, and Martinsburg. While most of the early settlers in the region were relatively poor, some had wealth and built lavish houses, many of which still stand in West Virginia's eastern panhandle. When the frontier conflicts came to an end, additional western settlement began in earnest. Small farms were scattered throughout the hills, and a number of towns formed in valleys along rivers and near forts. The pioneers who crossed the Alleghenies were a unique brand of people. The hazards of frontier life hardened them and produced a population of rugged, independent, and self-reliant individuals. These mountaineers lived off the land, hunted or cultivated their food, built their own homes from the massive virgin timber, and made by hand everything they owned. The mountains, which separated the eastern and western sections of Virginia, produced 2 significantly different cultures. The east included larger cities, more extensive plantations, and diverse industries. By contrast, Western Virginians generally lived on small farms that were isolated from one another by the mountainous terrain. In time, these cultural and geographic differences would lead to a political split dividing the 2 Virginias.